Hello and welcome to Kakistocracy. My name is Chris Adams. I am here with Joseph P. Larkin. How are you doing?
Super good, Dad. When are you going to go back to Mom?
After I've had my beers.
Oh, so never. Okay, is it okay if I talk about some boring normie shit real quick?
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I'm always pissed, but this time it's not just the state of California, although we'll start off with that. So,
Okay.
California is so poorly run that I didn't get my registration pink slip until August 1st, and it was due in April. They just never sent a notice. And then they finally sent me a notice, and it was typed out on July 15th. They didn't bother to put it in the mail for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
And then I got it on August 1st, and it told me that I would never be able to get registration in California again if I didn't pay it on the 15th. So my day was fucked. My entire weekend was fucked actually, because I had to go first get the fucking $590 out of the fucking ATM because the 7-Eleven wouldn't take credit cards. So I had to walk an extra 2 blocks. 590, I'm assuming, is also that they included in some kind of
Fees.
some like additional fees because it was like late fees.
Right.
And that's another thing that California does all the time is they don't send you shit on time so that you will pay the fucking late fee. The IRS does that fucking shit too. I've had that happen where they were like, oh, by the way, you forgot to pay this and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And so anyway, I had to go to the fucking 7-Eleven yesterday after I went to the fucking ATM. And then I had to walk down to the bank today because you can't trust the PO boxes out of my building because people steal it. That's the other thing is I don't even know if either the DMV didn't fucking mail it out at all, or someone just straight up stole a bunch of mail, and that's the first and only thing I've noticed so far that got stolen back in April.
Damn.
But anyway, so I had to go to the fucking post office, and the post office is a great way to discover how fucking retarded the average American is. The number of dumb motherfuckers who show up at the post office just holding an item, no box, no address, nothing. And it's always baby boomers and always Mexicans and blacks, to be quite frank with you. Black people in particular from living in Louisiana, I remember, would just show up at the post office holding a toy and be like, yo, I got to mail this somewhere. And they're like, well, where? What are you going to put it in? And that's the other thing. So you have to wait for these dumb fucks to go find a fucking priority box. And then they got to put their fucking mail inside the priority box. And then they got to call someone on the phone to get the fucking address to write down on the fucking box. And then they go right back up and cut the line to make sure they mail out the box because they think that they were waiting, even though they just dicked around for half an hour and fucked over everyone. Dude, this shit is disgraceful and it's so depressing. These fucking retards can't handle the mail. How do you not understand the concept of just sticking something in an envelope and putting a fucking stamp on it?
Yeah.
This ain't rocket science, you dumb fucks. I can't fucking believe this. These are all middle-aged grown adults that still don't know how to use the fucking post office.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. It's so disgraceful and disgusting. I was in there for 15 fucking minutes mailing a fucking money order. I didn't even have to fill out the goddamn fucking envelope. I just had to buy a fucking stamp. And by the way, I had to use, because I was so tired of waiting after some point, I was like, fine, I'll use the self-service machine. One of them doesn't work at all, of course. Right. Second one finally worked after I kicked it a few times, basically. Now I have $7 worth of fucking stamps I don't need. Sit in my fucking drawer.
I
Fuck
know,
this country.
I have stamps that I'll never use still.
Dude, this country is fucking, I know, and they're all like too inexpensive to, you can't, I don't even know how much a stamp is now, but I didn't get a lot for $7. That's all I'm gonna say. So you might not even be able to get the job done with just a stamp. You might need to stick another fucking stamp on there nowadays.
Unless you got the forever stamps where you buy them at whatever price and they're good forever, supposedly. But
allegedly,
yeah, until they change that rule. But I had a similar problem when I went to the liquor store to get the beer for the show today. And so I'm waiting in line. It's a long line at the liquor store, which isn't usual, but I guess at 7 or so, there's more people than there normally were, and
Bum hours.
oh, that must be what it is, 7 p.m.
Nah, it's people just got off of work and now it's time to get drunk. That's
Yeah.
all. Hey, by the way, are you going to the Pink Elephant?
What?
Or do you go to the liquor store, the Pink Elephant? It's like 2 blocks from your house.
Oh, I've never been there. I gotta try it.
Which one do you go to then? Of that,
I
in
just
that
go.
area?
I go to this like Russian-owned liquor store, kind of by. I don't know what the cross streets are, but it's a couple blocks from my house, and it's pretty good. They usually they have good deals on Russian beer. So like Old Rasputin, they have like the best deal in town. It's only like $10.99 versus if other liquor stores I go to, it's like $17. So.
Oh, well, okay. Well, if you don't feel like having Russian beer, then you should definitely go to the Pink Elephant because that's where Charles Bukowski used to drink. And that's also where I used to drink when I hung out in the area, like the poser I am. But it's pretty cool. It's a kind of a cool liquor store to me anyway. I like the selection there. But also there's a documentary about Bukowski, and there's footage of him in that liquor store talking to a random lady and telling her that he's an author and a poet while he's holding beer and clearly drunk. It's really funny, and if you have to like watch the video and then try to recreate it the next time you go in there.
Nice.
Well, hey, miss, did you know I'm a stand-up comedian?
I'm so happy I've never done that in life. I've never just been that guy.
Dude, there are so many women who've dated me who have no idea I did stand-up. I didn't fucking tell them. Some of these bitches don't even know what my actual name is, to be honest with you.
Nor should they.
Because when I was getting pussy, man, I got, it's paranoia inducing because women are a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so I would start to get paranoid, like, do I want these people coming to my house? And like when I was getting pussy, I would never invite them over unless I really liked them. I always go over to their house and fucking leave, so I can leave. I want to leave after I fuck.
I was the same way.
I don't want to sleep over.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend that slept over, and I would get annoyed because it's difficult to sleep with another.
Definitely.
Like you're always uncomfortable and they always want to hug you, and it's like then you're hot. Ugh. It's I mean, yes, that's intimacy, but not, after a while intimacy. You're like, I don't know if I love you that much.
I mean, the girls that I date understand that I'm a weirdo and I'm not gonna fucking hang around for anything. As the frogs once sang, don't expect me to be there in the morning when you wake up.
Oh man. But I wanted to finish this point. So I was at the liquor store, and it's a long line, and this dude was like standing off to the side of the line, so he wasn't in the line. I guess he had already bought something, and one person goes to the register. He jumps in front of all the rest of us that are waiting to buy like one thing he forgot. And I'm like, dude, get in the back of the fucking line. But
I love it. Why is their time so fucking valuable? You need to get home in time before Jeopardy starts or some shit. You fucking loser. I gotta get home in time for the Big Bang Theory on TNT. Well, fucking grow up.
And everything's streaming now anyway, so you can get home whenever. There's no...
Take your time, bud. Yeah, live a little. I love that fucking sense of entitlement. Let me guess, he wasn't white. He wasn't a white guy.
I'm trying to think. I think he might have been, but he might have been foreign.
Dude, I'm such a fan of segregation. I'm a big fan of it now after having to be integrated for so long. Like, the South was integrated, but we still left each other the fuck alone. You dig? I never hung out with them. Like those black people that lived near me didn't come over. They didn't fucking stomp around outside the window or anything. They were just like, I don't have any interest in being around this white guy. And I was like, that's fine. We don't have anything in common, so fuck it.
Right.
Why should we be fucking shoved into the same holding pen together? We have nothing in common. We don't want to be there together. They don't want to be around us either. Get fucking real. You think black people want to hang out with white guys like me? No, they hate me. So why even make them suffer by forcing them into my fucking building and in my neighborhood or wherever?
Yeah.
Evil fucking bullshit. Everybody wants a place of their own. They don't want to fucking share with some other person that is literally the opposite of what they are. They can look at them and see, well, that guy's not like me. Fuck. Why am I bowing to this guy who's nothing like me and hates me, hates my way of life, and hates being near me? Anyway.
Right. But and then this weekend I went to a party because my uncle was in town, so he moved to like the Northeast, I want to say, like Maryland maybe, and
nice.
yeah, I think Maryland, yeah, because they're near DC. So my uncle came into town, so I was like, I gotta go to this party, and it's my cousin's party, and he got a new house, a new car, and basically also I guess he might have like left his wife. Like he got everything new, because his like this product that he has been working invented or helped create finally got like approved by like bought by a pharmaceutical company. So now he's rich. Or I mean, I don't know how. I assume that's rich, right? Pharmaceutical money.
Is it? I would imagine it is. Is it blood money though? Is it something that's going to give people brain cancer and shit?
I don't know.
He probably doesn't know either.
Yeah, I don't ask questions. You know,
the thing that's cool about the pharmaceutical industry is that even if it doesn't work, they'll still push it through. Fuck it. They push everything through until the first lawsuit comes in, and that's when it's time to actually like product test.
Yeah. I imagine it's like that scene in Fight Club where he talks about being part of a car company, and he goes, if the number of accidents isn't greater than the number that they have to pay out, then they don't recall like the problems. So I imagine it's the same thing with the pharmaceutical industry.
Dude, that's terrifying to think about, because my car was recalled like a year ago, and I just haven't gotten around to going to the fucking going to the fucking dealership. But the thing is, it's a computer problem, so I could just be driving around in the middle of the desert, and the fucking computer will just crash out. Damn it! I have so much more normie shit to do this week. I hate my life. I hate being a fucking adult. It sucks. Going to the post office sucks. It sucks unless you're picking up porn or picking up the new comic books that came in the mail. Nothing is good about going to the fucking post office. It sucks.
Right.
And you're surrounded by people that are even dumber than you are. That's shocking.
I will say I went to the UPS store, which is, not the post office, but the private business that's UPS, and I had to mail something back to Amazon, and that was the best experience ever, because everyone's like, oh, you need just do this, this, and this, and even if like I had to pull up my phone and I didn't have my printer I don't have a printer anymore because like it just broke a long time ago, and they're like, oh yeah, email us this link and you'll be fine, and everything was handled within like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's why I like dealing with Amazon too.
Yeah.
If someone steals your shit, they just mail you some new shit. They know that their fucking drivers are retarded.
Yeah.
And they leave your stuff in like the middle of the street and stuff.
Right. So that's the difference. Like the post office is government run, and it's just no one wants to be there. They don't
and it's
care.
Inefficient as fuck. Yeah, everyone is a DEI hire. No one likes their job. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
They're all pissed because they can't listen to rap music while they're at work. Dude, let me tell you, man, when I have to go get a job, like if I run out of money, like, well, I won't run out of money because I own something, but this was a big part of the reason why I bought something, because I was always very fearful of running out of money. And I don't have a resume, dude. Like, the way I've made, I mean, obviously comedy, I can't just be like, well, I was doing comedy hanging out at the Comedy Store for years. Yeah. That's why there's a huge gap there. But the other way I made money was reviewing pornography, and it's like, I can't put that on a resume either. So what the fuck?
Right.
So I'm just gonna say that I was in a coma or partially paralyzed. But anyway, the point I was gonna make, though, is that if I have to get a job, I'm gonna end up at the Amazon factory packing your packages for people. And I'll be fine with it because I don't fucking care. Like any kind of job where I just do something autistic, like fill a box with stuff all day and not talk to people, I excel at those jobs.
Right.
I was thinking about when I worked at Chicago's largest law firm, which I worked there twice. I worked in the mailroom and the records room to let you all know where your art school degree will will get you. If you have a BFA, you will end up in the mailroom and the record room of Chicago's largest law firm. And like you want to talk about like an inefficient business. The way I quit the mailroom is I just left one day and I never came back or picked up my check.
Whoa.
I think I went and picked up my last check and then just never went back or told anyone. And then I unplugged my phone for several days, and that was that. And then I couldn't believe they hired me in the record room. And I remember us wandering around the record room, and some guys from the mailroom saw me and were like, "What the fuck are you still doing here?"
Oh,
but also I'm such a bitch because that mailroom job was the easiest fucking job in the fucking known universe. And because like they would send me out to deliver the mail to all these lawyers, and the lawyers don't fucking do any work all day. They should. So every fucking lawyer I would talk to would be like, "You want a drink? You want something to drink?" They would all offer me alcohol, and unfortunately I didn't drink at that time. But I mean, like, I wish I could go back to that job and be like, want to offer me some weed instead? We'll go smoke some weed in the stairwell. But I want to say about the record room. That job was great too, because the only person that watched me was this black lady who just sat on the internet and shopped. She was just looking at Amazon all day and didn't pay any attention to what I was doing. So I would do all the filing in literally 45 minutes. I'd do all my work in the first 45 minutes, and I would just hide. I just hide in the copy. I would just hide amongst the files in the file room. And there was one of the lawyers had a box full of comic books. He had his comic books in the file room. So I just read comic books for a while. And then when I ran out of comic books to read, I quit. Some of my best employment history, honestly.
That's a great story, though. I actually, at that party, one of the family friends is dating a lawyer, and I ended up chatting him up. And this is how stupid, like, because I'm fascinated by lawyers. I worked on a lawyer podcast for a defense attorney for like a couple years. Like I knew how to speak the language enough to where he was like, "Oh, how do you know about these things?" I'm like, "Oh, I YouTube videos," because my favorite videos that I watch are like the difference between what they show on TV versus how the law is actually practiced, and it's like way more boring than they can ever show. So, like, one of the main things the lawyers always complain about is when the lawyers walk up to a witness. You can't do that. You can't just walk up to the witness. There's like a podium you have to be at. In if you've ever been to court,
believe it or not, I haven't been to court except for official business when I was working at law firms. Doesn't that surprise you? I've never been arrested before.
Yeah, that does surprise me. Between the two of us,
the shit out of me, man. Of the two of us, yeah, I should be the guy that's done time.
And yet I'm the one that did like a day, or about a day.
Dude, I would do so well in prison. I think I would really excel there. Because first of all, I'm already a psychopath. And I learned from my bullies in high school that the second someone fucks with you, you pick up a tray and hit them in the fucking face with it. Because the consequences are way worse when you just take the shit. Trust me, my friends.
Yeah.
This is why I hate my father, because he never taught me how to fight or anything. It's like my father should have taught me how to fucking punch a guy or at least take a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my father was a beta male pussy who had never been in a fight himself. My father... I was thinking about a funny anecdote about my father. Do you know what Shoney's is? It's a southern chain restaurant.
Oh, no.
Jeff Foxworthy used to be their spokesman to give you an idea of what kind of restaurant Shoney's is. But there was one in Slidell, and my dad got into a fist fight at the breakfast bar one night. I remember my sister was like, they knocked off his glasses. Imagine being in your fucking 50s having a fist fight with some college kid at Shoney's at the breakfast bar.
Why? Really, why?
That's the Larkin way, baby.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder what his criminal record was like.
Your
God damn.
dad's?
Yeah, this is a guy that left like several $1,000s of IRS debt when he died. So
Damn.
he was breaking laws left and right. I think
Yeah.
about some fucked up shit like being in the car with my dad when he got pulled over and he was drinking and driving and he convinced the cop to let him go. This happened multiple times. He
Whoa.
convinced the cop to let him go because I had to get home. He's like, I got to bring my son home.
Holy shit. That's
That's a
crazy.
That's how we roll in the fucking South, man. And my
Yeah.
dad had you should get one of these too. And if you have a car or a bicycle or something, and when I need to get one for my car. But you got to get one of the, you got to like donate to the fraternal brotherhood of police officers and put
Oh
the
yeah.
sticker on your car.
I know what you're talking about.
You'll get pulled over, but they'll never give you a ticket.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever, ever. So just put those on. My dad put them on everyone's car, like when my sisters were in high school. Very like if this asshole could have applied this knowledge to actually doing something productive with his life, he could have been a fucking millionaire.
Right. Right.
Like he always frustrated because I was like, you're clearly smarter than the average person, but why are you such a fuck up then? Make a fucking effort, dickhead.
Yeah. Well, like the only thing I learned from my parents or my mom and my stepdad for the first 9 years was we stole shoes from Payless. So like that's not even like a high-end shoe store. We should
I know you didn't even get good money. You could go to jail stealing discount shoes. Shit.
Like $10 shoes, you know? Cheap.
Yeah, you sell them for $5 and you just made a profit of $5. I mean, I totally get it. I'm not even mad. That's exactly what I'd fucking do. Because it's easy. Actually, because I've noticed this when I used to live in Westlake. We talked about that neighborhood before, how bad it is.
Yeah.
But they would just steal. They would steal stuff like shampoo and toilet paper and shoes and stuff because that's what everybody needs.
Right.
And so, I mean, honestly, I should have been buying that toilet paper and stuff and socks too, because you always need socks, and no one's gonna fucking go buy full price socks at Target. Get the fuck out. Get real, dude. Get real, brother. Because my circulation's all fucked up. I have to wear socks like 24/7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't understand how this stuff works, but it happens to everybody. Like a lot of times, the blood collects in my feet, like in my big toes, both my big toes, and like it's a terrible feeling of walking around. It's doing it right now. It's because I haven't been hiking as much. I've just been walking for the last couple of months, and that's just not enough to get the blood going.
Do you think it's a high blood pressure or low blood pressure thing?
It's a high blood pressure thing, without a shadow of fucking doubt.
You should eat more garlic because that helps lower blood pressure.
I will keep that under advisement. Thank you. I've also been trying to get onions into my diet, and this is also why I've been drinking wine.
Yeah.
Wine's good for your blood circulation too.
Onions are good too. Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone has any more recommendations, I want to hear them. And also, I gotta find a legit masseuse. I need to find one that's not gonna touch my dick. Will actually I might even need to go to a foot massage type place and have them as much as I hate having people touch my feet, like, fuck, dude, you should maybe touch my feet so that they won't, so blood doesn't get stuck in them all day like they did today.
Yeah.
But isn't that sad, dude? When you get older, you go to the massage parlor for an actual massage, not even to get your dick stroked.
Yeah. The only happy ending I want is where my back feels better.
Without a shadow of a fucking doubt. And because I watched Me TV, which is the old people channel, I see the same commercials that all the problems are my problems too, where they're like, you should get this massager thing that you put on the ground and lie down on, and it massages your entire body at the same time. I was like, yeah, I need that. God damn it. I've needed it for over a year now, and my lazy ass just didn't even fucking bother to go buy one.
You need to get like a hard rubber ball. I forget what they're called, but I forget what the sport is, but you can roll on it and it helps. I also got one of those massage things that kind of looks like a crowbar, but it's like curved at each end. And you can use it to get pressure points. It's the most. It's the best thing ever, and it helps. It's helped me more than I can count.
Just a FYI, do you know what it helps when you have kidney stones? Because I bought one of these things and it did help. These they're called magic wands. Chicks use them to touch their pussies, but I use them to touch my pelvis area to bring
To break kidney stones, or you could drink more water.
I do that too, but I've had 3 of them.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I think I just have bad kidneys. I'm just gonna die at some point or some shit.
Damn, bro.
But the 3 ones I had, they were so bad. They
Yeah.
say it's like giving birth for a guy, but honestly, it might be worse.
It's the
I don't know.
closest
No,
thing
there's no way that something getting squeezed out of your pussy is not as worse as. There's no way that my dick is not. I don't know. They have to cut the pussy to get the baby to come out. So
Sometimes
I know that's
yeah.
a little bit worse than what I'm dealing with, but
Well,
it's still pretty bad.
yeah. Also, like sometimes they. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it, but gross stuff happens when you give birth, and you're a real man if you go, I don't care, I still love her afterwards.
I know. Imagine watching the vagina get destroyed right in front of your face by your son, your firstborn son, destroyed that pussy. I'd be no wonder my dad was so bitter towards me. I ruined it. I helped ruin my mom's pussy.
But yeah, it's wild. But
I mean, she had already had 4 children before me, so it's not like that pussy wasn't already destroyed. My dad must have. I actually shouldn't say this, but my dad had a massive dick. It was like disturbingly large. The joke I say on stage is that I'm so glad my dad fucked my mom with that big dick and not me, because it was like the size of a fucking beer can. It was like it was stout. It was. And that you need to understand, I never saw it hard. I don't even know how hard it got. But anyway, if you're wondering why my mom hooked up with the fat ass with no future, it's because he had a gigantic beer can shaped dick. That's why. Did you crack that right by the mic for effect?
No, but it worked out that way.
Yeah. Hey, can I talk about something real quick?
Yeah.
I want to talk about this guy named Trevor Moore. He was just on my mind this weekend. Trevor Moore. He was in this sketch group called Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah.
Now,
great show.
Well, full disclosure, I hate that fucking show, and I used to hate watch it before I moved to LA and started doing comedy. I mean, I watched every episode when it was on IFC because my sister had cable, and I hated it. And then one day I went to this show called Holy Fuck, which was like the cool alternative show in downtown LA.
I remember that.
And I just ended up hanging out with Trevor Moore. Me and him were the 2 weirdos in the cool guy group, I guess. And so he and I were just shooting the shit, and he was so nice. He was such a nice person that I felt guilty as fuck for hating his sketch show. I was like, this guy's a good guy. I felt so bad. And then I had this show called, I used to run a venue called Dangerfields 2. And weirdly enough, 2 of the guys from Whitest Kids You Know had shows there. So one of them was this guy named Timmy. And then the other guy's name, I forgot, the guy Sam Brown. So Sam had a show and Timmy had a show. And so I would see Trevor there too. I'd see him all the time. He would come every week when either Timmy or Sam had a show. That's how nice he was. He supported the weaker people in his fucking sketch group. And of course this guy got fucking killed. Of course he's dead.
Yeah.
All the nicest people I've met in Hollywood who didn't leave immediately fucking died. They all fucking died. Every fucking last one of them.
Yeah.
It's sad. It just sucks. I just wanted to bring that up in case anyone who's listening is a Whitest Kids You Know fan. They are well, some of them are good guys. And then the one guy that I think killed Trevor Moore is not a good guy, but he does have a great Hollywood career as a director. The only member of that group I never met was the guy who is now a movie director. He's pitching a Joker movie to some studio right now.
Oh,
So,
another
anyway,
one.
He's the one that sacrificed Trevor Moore to Satan so he could make a bunch of shitty, mediocre fucking movies. Yeah, another Joker movie. Listen, fuckers. Jack Nicholson owned that role. It's not even a fucking worth trying to do it better. And honestly, even Heath Ledger is okay. The rest of it is garbage. Yeah, even Cesar Romero, the fucking faggot, wouldn't shave off his mustache before he put the fucking clown makeup on. Come on, give me a break here.
It'd be like if I did the Joker right now with my scruff.
That's exactly what it'd be. Or if I tried to do it, I'd look like a juggalo personally, because all these juggalos have the same ugly facial hair and bald fucking heads.
Yeah.
You know, the Insane Clown Posse are a bunch of geniuses, and I really hate it when people say they are stupid or suck. Let me give you an example. When I first moved to LA, I would go to the library all the time, specifically the Silver Lake Library, because they had a fuck ton of amazing movies on DVD there, especially Criterion. They had all the Criterions that were out of print and blah, blah, blah.
I gotta go there.
I went there. You should actually. And then when you go to the Silver Lake Public Library, there's a place around the corner called Rockaway Records, which I highly recommend. I'm such a fucking music nerd. I only go to the record stores where I know record reviewers go and sell their shit, since I know those are the cheapest record stores in town.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rockaway is a total record reviewer place where they go in and trade their shit. They trade their free records in for like Beatles promo CDs and shit. They have all kinds of weird, rare promotional material in that place. But what was the point of this rant? Oh, Silver Lake. Oh, yes. So even in the Silver Lake Public Library, you could get the Violent J solo CD. And every single library in Los Angeles, you could get Violent J from the Insane Clown Posse. You could get his solo CD. Those guys are fucking geniuses. Okay? Because they know exactly who the fuck is buying their records, the kind of people that can't afford to buy records and go check shit out at the library. And they fucking dump all their extra records, all their promo CDs off at the fucking public library. I'm not kidding, because I've looked. In every single public library in LA, you can find Violent J's. You can find his solo CD, which, by the way, no one even wants. That's why it's genius that they put it everywhere. Yeah. I don't know. I hate people that talk shit on the Insane Clown Posse because they're fucking marketing geniuses. They found a way to make money off of meth heads.
Yeah.
Without selling drugs. That's incredible. They don't sell drug one.
That is so true, though. But in a way, like, God bless them, right? For being able
they're
to
my heroes.
Yeah.
Please. They're exactly who we're going to copy and try to get the success from for this podcast. I mean, please. Yeah. The fact that they're even a talking point in our society is astonishing. It's very impressive. And people need to stop talking shit and start taking notes. Yeah. So that's exactly what I'm going to fucking do. I'm gonna fucking figure out how to literally be a clown and make money off of it. I've been working on this project for 16 years now. I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. God damn it.
Yeah.
But people run their mouths, but they only put out a couple records on a major label. Everything else is independently produced. And I think that's cool as fucking shit. Every time they make money off of something, they just put it. They're like Guar, if you know that band. Yeah. They just immediately take the money they made and put it into the production of there's costumes, their DVDs, whatever. It's really cool. It's really fucking awesome. It's way better than the indie rock I grew up with, which was secretly distributed by a major label. Like anything you bought on Matador was actually being distributed by Atlantic. So you're buying Atlantic records, not Matador. Also, the people that work at Matador are real pieces of shit. Fuck you, Gerard. If you're here, Carrie, you're a cunt. If you're listening, you're a fucking bitch.
Maybe. I don't know, but I will say that. Yeah.
Trust me, she's a cunt.
Okay.
I know too much. I know too much about the underground rock music scene of the 90s.
Yeah.
I had direct interaction with all these sleazy fucks. Steve Albini called me a jerk. That was something I'll take to my grave, that a pedophile called me a jerk. I'm a jerk. Okay. Okay, Steve. I'm the jerk. I called someone a nasty word on your message board, but you raped children. I'm the jerk.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I mean, I respect their genius. I never understood the hate. I'm like, just don't listen to them if you don't like them. Who cares?
Yeah, and that actually it's great because they put their little mark on all their evil underlings, so you know to avoid juggalos at all costs. You see them, you know who they are. They've marked themselves.
Yeah.
I can't be mad about that. I don't know. It's good. It's kind of like that new neighbor setting off his car alarm as soon as he got here and then leaving it on for 3 minutes. I was like, you're gonna fit in here. you got it. You got the look. Dude, they must, like, when you move to this country, they must give you a pamphlet on how to irritate white people, and number one on the list is setting off car alarm and leaving it on. First of all, my car alarm, if you set it off, it only goes off for 30 seconds. So how is this guy staying on for 3 minutes if he's not holding the fucking button down? You dig what I'm fucking saying here? He wanted to announce to the entire building, I am a fuckhead. I am a turbo faggot. I love cock. And I love to slap it against my fucking faggot face. I love it, dude. He didn't waste any time. I only saw him here one other time on Saturday, and then on Monday he immediately was like, "Fuck all y'all! Here I am! Fuck all y'all!" I don't have the balls to do that. The balls to park your fucking truck right in the fucking alleyway, set off the car alarm, and leave it on.
No,
I don't have the balls. I'm impressed. I will be ripping your fucking balls off and feeding them to you, but I'm impressed. You did impress me the first day that you tried to show everyone what a big man you are. You're such a big man with a loud car horn. Beep, 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 motherfucker. Faggot fuck. You came to the fucking building and announced that you're a faggot immediately. Fuck you, faggot. I can't wait until you listen to this to get mad. Fuck you. Fuck you and your new friends you made on the HOA, you little fucking faggot. You're going to fucking suffer when I get done with you.
Right.
Let me just tell you this right now. Whatever amount of welfare you're getting to live there, it ain't going to be enough. You're going to find a new place to live sooner or later. Fair warning. You can't say I didn't fucking warn you, faggot fuck. That's some first-rate faggotry to just show up completely unknown and just say, fuck everyone. Those Antifa faggots did it too. Because the first day they came here, they parked their fucking U-Haul directly in the middle of the alleyway, blocking in 6 neighbors. 6 neighbors. They were like, I don't give a fuck about making a single friend here, and everyone go fuck themselves. I forgot to point this out too about these Antifa shitheads. I'm so right. I'm always right. They do have a Mexican that comes in once a week and cleans up after them. I fucking said it. They need their slaves. Mexicans, rise up. Please know that these liberal faggots are not your fucking friends, dude. Rise up against these fuckers. And then the people that own the building, that own the unit that the fucking college girls were in, they have a Mexican that came in and cleaned up after them. Go kill yourselves, you fucking scummy scumbags. I don't lie and say I like people just because I want to use them for tax-free for tax-free purposes. I don't know. Every Mexican in the world, you need to watch out for some of these fucking liberals, man. They're not your fucking friend. They're using you as a tool to hurt other people that are white. That's it. They don't like you. They hate you.
Right.
They fucking hate you. They hate you way worse than Donald Trump does, I assure you. I was thinking about this today because conservatives like Mexicans way more than liberals. Because do you remember this like what started the big push for immigration was George W. Bush,
Yes.
because George W. Bush had a brother who married a Mexican immigrant. And then they were like, wait a second, we're in Texas. We could totally mobilize this massive group of people who don't vote
Mm-hmm.
because it's not legal for them to vote. So so they gave them the right to vote. I'm pretty sure Texas is a bunch of sanctuary cities, just like California.
It is, yeah. And they
so
don't.
what do
They
you think?
pretend they aren't, but they are.
I gotcha. And what do you think these Mexicans do? You think that
Yeah.
like you think they're not going to take free welfare, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's in their best interest to take the welfare and keep voting for the policies that are destroying the rest of the country. Like, so you can't even be mad at them because it makes complete fucking sense to do it. But anyway, my point is this: liberals, Republicans, they're all your enemy. Yeah, you need to like be realistic about this. Your political, these people aren't your friends. They're politicians. They're monsters.
Yeah.
Even the so-called conservatives saw an opportunity to use Mexicans and illegal aliens, and now they're doing it. That's it. And I also I'm going to slam this point home too, because Obama is the only president of recent memory that actually deported anybody. He deported more people than all those Republican presidents put together. So
Right.
Just some thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
It's all bullshit.
It is.
He's a fag.
Yep. Can't argue with that.
Yeah. Well, you can't argue with Tony, but so this weekend I also went and saw the Naked Gun movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know I had my reservations when we first watched the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know. Will this be good? And I can say at least, going in with no expectations, I wasn't disappointed. So I didn't love it, but I absolutely didn't hate it either. I laughed a bunch of times. It reminded me slightly of the old one, because it had a lot of jokes. But I do feel like a lot of them, at least in the theater I was in, a lot of them didn't quite hit. But I still had a good time on with my friends. So I don't know. Like I wouldn't say it was great, but we've had so few comedies. It's nice to finally see a comedy in the movie theater. So
Yeah,
I support it for that alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I thought Liam Neeson was a good choice. It's the same theory that having Leslie Nielsen as lead, because they're serious actors, and they're gonna approach the role seriously, so it's funnier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's more deadpan.
Right.
You know, I kind of wish I had gone. In Northridge, you can go watch movies for free, and I almost went to see that a few weeks ago. But the first trailer was so underwhelming that I was just like, I'm not driving out to Northridge, even though it's only 20 minutes away.
It's better than that first trailer. I will say that.
Mm-hmm. I watched this video today where they were talking about how the original Naked Gun people, David Zucker and someone else, Pat Proft, someone else,
Zucker, Abrams, and Zucker, I want to say.
Yeah, and then Pat Proft would work with them too, and the Zucker brothers, basically.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to do a Naked Gun 4. And their idea was that it was going to be called Naked Gun 4 Nordberg Did It. So that title alone, I think, is very funny. And so they took it away from them and gave it to the faggot that does Family Guy. So that's another reason why I didn't really want to see it. But now I'm really curious to see, like, I mean, is that guy good at anything? Could he just direct a movie without ruining it by being in it? You know what I mean?
He wasn't in it. Seth MacFarlane wasn't in it, and he didn't direct it. So
what did he do then? He was just a producer or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then they took it away from the other guys for no reason at all, I guess. The Zucker guy was saying that they want, that everybody wanted younger people. Like, this is the original idea was to reboot it with Andy Samberg. So I'm really
No.
glad Liam Neeson was the guy that they chose, because it doesn't make any sense to have Andy Samberg, like, doing a very obvious sticky interpretation of that
Yeah.
role.
Although the guy that did direct it was part of his group, The Lonely Island.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name, but yeah, I'm not going to look it up. But the director was one of the members of the Lonely Island group. He did a good job, and I would say that ultimately it had more laughs than I expected. Like, I didn't expect to like it at all. When I went in, I was like, you can't replace Leslie Nielsen, and it didn't feel like they wanted to. They referenced him, they kind of paid homage, and there was a light homage to the first movie in one of the scenes. I'm not going to say what it is if you haven't seen it, but if you know, you know, and when you see it, they don't make a big thing of it, but it's clearly an homage to the first movie. So I feel like this movie, while it wasn't as good as like any of the originals, it was a lot of fun in its own way. And Pamela Anderson was surprisingly good.
Yeah, I believe it. I love that her new shtick is just being ugly.
Yeah.
Just being her own age. I think
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. I think Pamela Anderson's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I know she's a size queen, so I assume that Leslie Nielsen has a big old dick.
You mean Liam Neeson?
I'm sorry, what did I say?
Leslie Nielsen.
I like to think that she fucked him too, but I don't know. They're dating. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Their names even sound similar. It really was very good casting, I feel.
Yeah. I will say this. He was good because he played it similarly to the way Leslie Nielsen played it. Very serious. People knew he did comedy because he did some was it Extras, the Ricky Gervais thing? One of those British things he did, and he was just perfect because he was just so funny in a serious way. He basically did that for this movie, and it actually worked throughout the movie. He was great. Pamela Anderson was great. The only downside I would say is I wish the other side characters had more interaction with him. That's all. Because what?
I was just gonna say, it's so sad that OJ died before this movie came out.
Right.
Why was no one sad when OJ died? I was fucking sad. I was like, man, you're part of my fucking childhood. I remember watching the OJ chase with my father and my sister and thinking, I'm sure all of us were thinking, I hope he kills himself on live TV.
I remember the trial because I was really little. So I just remember the trial, and I remember it interrupted my cartoons. So I was kind of mad because I'm a kid. I'm like, oh man, really?
I love the part when he puts the glove on and it doesn't fit, and he pretends like it's like. Oh. But
even though
the glove didn't fit because his son was wearing the glove.
Yeah.
Have you heard that conspiracy theory? I am.
You know,
He's not history's greatest monster. He's the world's best dad. But also, there's theories that he and his son killed Nicole together, which also seems very plausible to me.
But he took all the blame, or he didn't take all the blame. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's why he kept saying there was another killer and he'd go find the real killer. His son was the real killer. And in fact, that's another thing about the way the chase ended is he stops OJ and AC. What happened to AC, by the way? OJ and AC ended up at their house in Brentwood, and the son ran out to get him, to like hug him and stuff. And then that's when the cops grabbed OJ. But yeah, the son killed her. The people don't know this, but the son went to a mental hospital because he was obsessed with Nicole. He was totally stalking her and stuff.
Oh.
There's all kinds of shit that they never told us about. I'm sure whatever Jew was in charge was like, it's like, I mean, we could give OJ his freedom, but this would be way But first, we need to like piss off a bunch of white people with the verdict instead of revealing who the real killer was, which we knew immediately.
Yeah.
And where's Jason? Where's Jason Simpson? I want to know where that fucker ended up. Because I bet you $1 million if we looked him up on Wikipedia, we'd find out he's in jail for fucking stabbing someone else or some crazy shit.
Wait, so they released him from the asylum?
That's when he went and killed her. Yeah. You know, I went to OJ's house. It's just a lot now, but they tore it down as soon as the trial was over.
Oh,
so I went and looked at yeah, I know. They should have been turned into an amusement park or a museum or something. I feel should have sold it to the Museum of Death, and then you could just go in there for the Museum of Death.
I've been to the Museum of Death. I told you about that.
Yeah, I bring girls there. That's where I bring dates. A little sneak preview of what's gonna happen later if you don't fuck me, bitch. Death. But I also went to Nicole's apartment.
Oh shit!
And it's still there. That's actually, I think, where she was killed. OJ's house got torn down because people kept driving by it, but where Nicole was killed is just fine. You can just go there and look at it now.
Man, I wonder if the rent's cheap there.
It's got to be fucking cheap. It's haunted by a headless Nicole Simpson, for fuck's sake. Ooh, OJ, Jason, don't cut me.
I mean, that's a small price to pay for good rent in LA.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me tell you what I think happened. Jason went over there and killed the fuck out of Nicole and the waiter. By the way, the waiter I don't think was even fucking her.
You know?
I've been to his grave, by the way. It's in the same cemetery as Jack Kirby and someone else. Ron Goldman's buried there anyway. I've been to his grave. But so basically, Jason killed Ron Goldman because he thought she was fucking Nicole, and he killed Nicole for some reason. But they weren't fucking. He was just bringing back some glasses she left behind at the restaurant. He got killed for literally being a nice person. Dude, no good deed goes unpunished. Listen to what I just said. Ron Goldman proves it. If someone leaves your, dude, Rosafa left some sunglasses in my car. They're still in my car. Okay, I'm not giving them back because I don't want to get stabbed by her boyfriend. So anyway, yeah. So basically, Jason kills Nicole and Ron, and then he's like, "Fuck, I did something bad." He runs to the car phone and calls Dad. Dad, I fucked up. And then OJ runs over there and they try to cover it up, but dude, that kid took Nicole's head off. There was like barely anything attaching the head to the body. So
Yeah.
OJ was like, fuck it, let's get out of here. And that's how his footprints got there.
Oh, okay.
And then the next day he realized like, oh shit, I'm in trouble now. And that's when he went on the run with AC.
And then what about Kato Caitlin?
Used to do comedy at the Big Fish. Honestly, I don't even know what his fucking function was. If Nicole wasn't fucking him, then Nicole is a retard for just letting this dipshit live in the fucking guest house. Oh, no, wait. He lived in OJ's guest house.
OJ's house, yeah.
Well, that was OJ's gay lover. Why the fuck else would you have an unemployed actor living in your fucking guest house? Is OJ gay? Is that why he didn't kill Nicole and let his son do it? I don't know.
I mean, it's fun to theorize.
Dude, the nature of reality we have no conception of. I was thinking about this quote I read or heard. This guy named Buzz Osborne, he's the singer for this band called the Melvins, and he used to date, like many years ago, he used to date the daughter of Shirley Temple. And so Shirley Temple, we obviously know Shirley Temple from movies and stuff, but she was also a senator at some point, or like a diplomat or something. I don't know, but she was involved in politics.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point is this. One day, Buzz Osborne was talking to Shirley Temple, and he was talking about politics, and she was like, you probably know about 10% of what's really going on in this world. And then Buzz Osborne just shut up. He's like, I don't even want to know about the 90% under the surface.
Right.
But yeah, any major story that affected your life, like the OJ trial, that was a lie. It was fake. It was all bullshit. It was all social engineering.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a fucking lie. It's all fake.
Well,
OJ
I only
Clayton.
realize that when the media talks about things I know about personally, like
like COVID.
yeah, well that, yes, for sure, but that, and just like if it happens to be an industry that I work in, I go, wait, that's not true at all. I know the behind the scenes stuff. Everything you're saying is not even close to half of what is really going on. You know, because like I'm trying to think, like, well, I can't think of any examples right now, but if I do think of them, I'll make sure to present them. But yeah, when you hear them try and talk about things, you go, when it's stuff you don't know, you go, oh, they must be telling the truth. But when it's stuff you do know, you're like, no, that's not what happened even remotely. I know the people.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. You know, I was thinking, I wish I could find this. I'm gonna have to go get some microfilm and find this. But when I was a little kid, me and my dad were in this group called the Indian Guides. It was like the politically incorrect version of the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, my brother was in that.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. And I guess it was like the youth group you could be in that you didn't get molested at, because everyone's dad was like my dad, and they just used it as an excuse to get drunk in the woods, basically, and ignore their children and wives at home. And so my dad was elected the head chief of all of the Louisiana Indian Guides. It was just a popularity contest. My dad is not an effective leader at all. He would just get drunk by the fire and tell them street jokes and shit. And that was that. But anyway, so I had my first interaction with the media when I was a little kid, because there was a newspaper article in the Slidell Century News about my dad becoming the chief of all of the Louisiana Indian Guides. And I'll never forget it, because my mom made me and my dad get dressed up for this dumb fucking interview at our house. And, and we were sitting on the couch. It was so boring listening to my dad talk to this reporter. And then the reporter only said one thing to me. He turned to me and he goes, so does your dad cook any food for you out there? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, is it better than your mom's? And I said, I don't know. I guess so. and then the newspaper article came out. There was only one quote from me, and the quote was, yeah, my dad makes us dinner, but it's not as good as my mom's. I was so fucking embarrassed. I was so fucking embarrassed. They cucked me. They humiliated me in the fucking Slidell newspaper. And that was my first, I guess, first glimpse at reality, that the media is completely full of shit. And they literally just make up whatever the fuck they feel like making up, because they think it will be better for the story.
Right.
And then that reminds, and then there was the other time when I put out my book, I got interviewed by the New York Times. It's even better. I got interviewed for the weekend section of the New York Times. So it was like the part of the newspaper where people were trying to enjoy the crossword puzzle and find movies to watch on TV. And I was interviewed for that. And I'll never fucking forget this. Because it was when I was a courier, so I was just driving around talking to the reporter, and she didn't tell me she had started recording. And so the first 10 minutes of the conversation was just me complaining about the girl I just broke up with and how bad her feet smelled. I told this I swear to God, I told this anecdote about how I was fucking her dog style, and I immediately smelled a stench. I thought I could smell her asshole or something. Oh. And I immediately went limp and pulled out. And then when I pulled out, I looked down and I saw that she had taken her shoes off during sex. That was what stank, was her fucking feet. Oh. So I just mentioned this story to the reporter in passing. I just thought we were making conversation. That was the entire interview.
Oh my god.
It was just me talking shit about this girl. And of course the girl read the fucking interview and then was super pissed at me. fucking called and yelled at me. Like it's my fault you go wash your fucking feet, bitch. This is precisely why I don't have a foot fetish, okay? This is why I'm an ass man. You did this to me.
Because nothing stinks
it's,
there.
It's my fault your fucking feet smell, bitch. And I'll tell you exactly why your fucking feet smell. You didn't wear socks. You need socks to soak up the sweat, you stupid bitch. That's why we wear them.
Yeah.
That's why we wear them. I love a cute girl. I mean, this shit only happens in New Orleans, but a cute girl who's also a fucking gutter punk. That's cool. You're super cute, but you don't wash your hair and you don't bathe every day. Thanks. Thank you. What a treat for me to finally get to fuck a cute girl who looks exactly the way I want, but smells like fucking shit. Thank you for that.
Damn.
Who raised you?
So that's a New Orleans problem?
Definitely. It's like the gutter punk capital of the world, the French Quarter. I really hate it there. Can't stand that shit. These retards. I'd be walking down the street. I remember like there's retards where the gutter punks were walking down the street, and the guy yelled at me from across the street like I was a square. He was like, "Yeah, that's right. Walk away." And I was like, "You're wearing a Misfits t-shirt. Okay, you're not an individual. You're not original. You're like every Mexican kid I see in the fucking valley. They all wear Misfits t-shirts too, buddy." The gutter punks, man, they suck. They would go into the French Quarter and they would have like a banjo with them and a washboard, and they'd start playing music for change on the fucking street.
Wow.
They think that's what you do because it's a music town. It's like, no, music is indoors with jazz musicians, not on the fucking street. You're just being annoying right now when I'm trying to get to my destination. When I try to go watch some real musicians.
Man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've never been to New Orleans, even though like that family that I went to for that party, our matriarch and patriarch are from New Orleans originally. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I need to go just to
why not
experience it, you know?
I mean, of course. It's the only cool city in the whole fucking country. Everywhere else is a complete shitty nightmare. But at least New Orleans is unique. There's no other city like that except in France, of course. Probably.
I will say I did like Nashville. I enjoyed it a lot when I went down there for work.
Nashville's fine. It's pretty good. It's way better than Memphis. Memphis is a total ghetto, which of course Memphis is where all the cool music came from back in the day. That's where Stax is. That's where Elvis was from, or Elvis did his thing.
Right. But now it's all Nashville because Memphis has just become kind of like not even that good anymore.
Dude, Memphis was like scary. It's like a scary town to visit. It's just a dump, dude. It's like unbelievable. You drive around, obviously, the black parts of town, and it's like astonishing. You can't even believe it. Like, what? This is the same town that Graceland is in? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Because Graceland is super nice, and then you drive literally down the street and it's like, what the fuck is this? Mm-hmm. How did he have a mansion in this area? Like, what is going on here?
Well, it wasn't like that back then.
I would bet it was even worse, to be quite frank with you. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you, dude. I mean, but that's also what's cool about places like Memphis, because they have like cool soul food restaurants and shit like that, which could only exist in a ghetto and a total like wasteland. Where people are forced to make their own food and stay connected to their culture instead of just going to the fucking Bojangles down the street.
Right. Yeah. And so, like, my family has connections to New Orleans, so every Christmas we make, like, gumbo.
Nice.
Which is, like, I love gumbo. I even learned how to
me too.
Make it, kinda. Like, I know, like, how to add ingredients. I can't make it myself. I need my family to help, but, man, it's one of my favorite meals.
It's the best. Yeah, I love it. It's the best. And I like it when it's just chicken and sausage. It's
Mm.
perfect.
Yeah.
Chicken and sausage and those little gray ball things. I think I don't know what they're called, but
Is it like not a meatball, but like a meat?
it's not meat at all. It's like a little piece of vegetable, but I can't remember what part it comes from.
It's not okra.
Okra. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Okra's great. I love okra.
Yeah. Has a good consistency inside the gumbo.
Yeah. Gotta have okra. But
well, hey, I was getting kind of tired. Should we watch a video? Do we have any videos we want to look at?
well, actually, we're at the end of the show. If you
Well,
want
shit.
yeah.
Well, okay. If we're gonna end it, then because I just wanted to go downstairs and get a drink. To be honest with you, I was lying when I said I was tired.
Oh, okay. No. Well, like we had just a great conversation this whole show. Like, well, I will say this. I hope the rest of you have a good week. I hope you have a good week as well, Joseph. And
I hope so too.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting us. And good night.